Hello, Gemini, and welcome to my channel, Greenline Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading for January the 31st through to February the 6th. And it is a very significant week because we are in Aquarius season and there is a new moon in Aquarius on the 1st or the 31st, depending on where you are in the world. And this is an incredibly high vibrational, potent energy coming through. Whatever is birthing with this new moon, conceiving within this new moon energy is going to be incredibly important. And it's, like I said, it's a very high frequency, high vibrational energy. And it's a sense of something now makes sense. It's time to be starting something. And this is going to be very individual and unique for you. And what I'm getting for a lot of you guys, Gemini, is this has got a lot to do with what you want to be putting out there in the world. It could be to do with broadcasting, publishing things, and it can also be to do with higher learning. So interesting. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which would suggest it has to do with your work, what it is that you're working on or your work and career. So we'll see what else is coming through with this. This also coincides with the Lunar New Year, the year of the tiger. So again, it's an incredibly potent time. And I just think that, it's like that book that has been inside of you and suddenly it's time to put pen to paper, or however it's presenting. It's highly intuitive here with this High Priestess energy coming through. And there is requiring a new commitment or a big commitment with this, the Eight of Wands. So this is very focused energy. There's a positive shift. There could be some news that comes in around this. So, if it's one of those things you're getting, however this presents, you're getting some good news. And I feel like, or some kind of news that helps you step into something that is very, very strongly aligned to you. And it's very similar to actually a fortnightly reading, I'm sure was good news coming. So yes, the High Priestess, look at her right in the center, Lady Luck, Lady Synchronicity, some serendipity coming your way, next to the Hierophant energy. So I do feel like, if you've been waiting for that call to, for whatever reason, to get the go-ahead or the green light with something, this is actually a really positive week for that. This might be the week that you get some kind of intuitive download coming through. So watch your dreams, with this Aquarius energy, this can kind of happen at any time and moment. It doesn't have to be at night or in your dreams. It can just be walking along the street, just doing whatever it is you're doing, and then boom, suddenly this brilliant idea drops in and you're like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I want to be doing. That's exactly the direction I want to be heading in. And this is so exciting. And it feels like you can actually be doing this. And it's something I get very much. It's the element of the air. Your mind's going chugga, 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 chugga. Getting really excited about what this could be. And I do feel like it's something you're going to want to put a lot of time and effort into. It's going to require that, in fact. So that's why we've got the commitment next to it, but also very soul aligned. The Hierophant is very soul aligned. And what I'm also getting with the Hierophant energy is the Hierophant can represent some of the greatest achievements of mankind. We think about cathedrals or some of the amazing things that humanity kind of work together on. And we've got these, list of achievements that, we'll look at the good stuff. Not necessarily all the stuff we've achieved has been good, but we'll look at the good stuff, like some of the major architectural achievements or, wonders of the world kind of energy. There's the sense that we've done so many amazing things. We discovered there's amazing science and technological advances as well. And that's what I'm getting. There's something this new direction is very much connected to that, whether you are drawing on knowledge related to that, past achievements of mankind or humankind, or there is this sense that this is something that you are building here, something new for the future. So it seems very, very exciting. And what I'm getting is it's something very valuable. So the knowledge around it is very, very valuable. And that's, I think, partly what's going to start getting you excited around this, which is really nice. So it's really kind of like it's like super juice for your mind kind of energy. It's like your mind's on Red Bull and just gone boom. But let's see what else is happening here. I kind of wasn't getting Red Bull, but I was getting a little bit in terms of the energy surge, but it was more something that was had a lot of, it was like a super powered green smoothie or something. We've got Six of Shells, sentiment and joy is coming in. Beautiful energy coming through for you. So this is sort of the equivalent of the Six of Cups. So this is where I feel like you are delving into the past. knowledge, wisdom, memories of the past here. And something from that is kind of come back and clicked in, and that's part of related to this conception. So that's why the sentiment and joy, it's a very joyful energy, which is actually really lovely. And I do feel like, the Six of Shells, I get that you're able to positively look forward to the future now with this. And I feel like there potentially is someone there along with the journey with you. Whether they're even still here on this planet or not, there's a sense that there's somebody on this journey with you, and this could even be a guide, but there's a lot of joy about this direction that you're heading in when you look back at the past and where you want to get to. So you look back to the past, realize where you're at now, and then it's a sense of, okay, now I can, a joyful ability to look towards the future, which is actually really nice. So that's actually feeling so much more positive, I would say. But I do get a lot of you like it's drawing on past traditions or knowledge or achievements of some sort, whether this is yours or somebody else's, that you're able to kind of look at. And that doesn't mean everything was perfect and there weren't failures. It just means you're kind of focusing on the strengths, you're focusing on the good stuff. So interesting. Let's pull an animal energy for you, Gemini. What is Gemini working with this week? We have elk. Fantastic. Elk. And that is an element of earth actually coming in. But what I'm getting is that there's renewed growth. There's transformational new growth that's coming that actually can be related to the divine masculine, can be related to patriarchy, the patriarchal lineage. So something that is kind of, there's an alchemical process here. It's a bit like the phoenix rising. So there's something new growing here. And there is this sense it could be related to relationship to that patriarchal line in your family as well. However you want to identify with that, or however you identify with that. And it can also be to do with status. There is some kind of building block that's coming in here with this elk that, there's definitely something transforming in relation to where your life is heading, and potentially opening up to a different or a new kind of status, which is interesting. Maybe even a higher status coming in. So, interesting energy. And I feel like the thing that you'll be looking up to is that sense of joy and sentiment. So this could be memories of the past in relationship to your father as well, or a grandfather, a grandparent, if that was a joyful journey. But there is definitely a sense of transforming or transmuting knowledge around that, or a memory around that as well, which is kind of interesting. So let's pull a message from the Ascended Masters for Gemini. Oh, that one just jumped out. We have teacher. Interesting. So we've got so much around learning, higher learning. It's not surprising that teacher has come out. And again, it's kind of that energy to do with the divine masculine energy coming through about putting stuff out there in the world. So what have you learnt? What have you been taught by people? And it doesn't have to be through males. It can be through anybody, because we've all got the divine masculine in us. What have you been taught about what you put out there in the world in terms of broadcasting things, or, products or creative works, or, this is related to your work, I would say. What is it that you're making and putting out there? And so what is it that you could kind of contributing? And what is it? I feel like part of this higher knowledge that's coming in is reworking that narrative, understanding it, revising it, re-editing it, and understanding there is a very strong teacher energy around you, however that presents. So this could present through a person, through some line of research or communication. This can present in so many different ways. It can be a guide, but I do feel like there's a very strong teacher energy around you, helping you with this sense of retrieving this knowledge that you need to move forward. So Yeah, very interesting. And this can be to do with like quite literally higher learning, like studying university or even Googling online courses. It can be any sort of thing like that as well. So let's see. It says, all is well in my world. This is your affirmation card. Nice. Everything is working out for my highest good. And yeah, again, this is higher good, kind of higher self, higher knowledge energy here with you. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. So you've kind of been asked to look at the bigger picture energy here in your life, Gemini, not get caught down in details so much. It's more of a reworking of a narrative arc rather than what, just say we're looking at like a story. It's not just individual scenes and how language within each character. It's very much, let's look at the big story, the big picture, what's happening here, where this is going, and where are you rewriting or understanding a narrative around, like we said, that divine masculine kind of energy and how you've been responding to that. So that's kind of a very interesting energy to come through. And I feel ultimately this is, and be with the High Priestess coming through, just be aware of who or what crosses your path, because there's usually no coincidences with her coming in, and a lot's going to be revealed to you of this higher knowledge, higher nature that perhaps wasn't revealed anymore previously. And so this is all going to start integrating and making more sense, which is actually really fantastic energy. So expect a really, a lot happening in terms of knowledge, but there's a really positive shift coming into this. And I do feel like it's got a lot to do with your work, where you see that happening, heading. So that's it. Gemini, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.